Hi guys, this is Mike from All About a Friend, and today I'm going to do a shootout between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chorus pedals. But first things first, let's check out how loud the switches are and how much noise the pedals add to your signal. Okay, so guitar is muted, here we go. Wow. No noise from the switch and no added hiss or noise in the background. Switch is silent, but a little bit of hiss. Loud switch, but no noise. Okay, so there's something happening there. Oh, you can hear the switch. Not that much noise. Yeah, okay, so that's very noisy. And that's silent. Okay, so now that is out of the way, let's start with the comparison. First sample is very clean with the rate settings at like 9 o'clock. I'm going to play a Fender Lone Star Strat, goes into a Marshall Mini Silver Jubilee. Enjoy. Okay, so now here's a sample with the rate settings at 2 o'clock. Okay, guys, welcome back. So let's talk about the results, right? There are two phases that I'm not very fond of. One is the MXR microchorus, just because it boosts the signal and adds really a lot of noise. It doesn't sound bad, right? But you can get the same effect with the Boss chorus, the MXR analog chorus, and the MXR stereo chorus. So I'm definitely going to send this one back. And the other one, which I don't like, is the Stonefish analog chorus vibrato, just for the reason that it changes your basic sound, right? There is something there in the lower mids, I guess. It thickens it up, the signal, and I can't really dial it out. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to send this one back. And the other four I really like them. I think every one of them sounds a little bit different. So the chorus C2W, Boss Waza Craft, is definitely the most like watery. That was the second, the middle position of this little toggle switch here. Let's check out the third one. Yeah, so that's like overkill, right? One thing that I noticed is that the rate knob on this thing, it can't really do slow, so really slow. It's like on the lowest setting possible, and it's still quite fast in my opinion. Back to the second, to the middle position. Okay, now let's try the MXR analog chorus. Now, it almost sounds the same like the boss chorus, right? But bear in mind that both the level and the depth are on maximum, while on the boss we have a little bit of even more effect there. But still, I really like this one, and it's dead quiet, no hiss, no noise. That's the maximum effect that you will get, right? It has two EQs, which are basically, I think it's a low pass filter and a high pass filter. Let's check that out. Yeah, okay, so it boosts and cuts bass and treble, right? Yeah, so I think this one sounds really cool. Let's go to the last one, to the MXR stereo chorus. So what's the difference? I think this sounds a little bit cleaner, a little bit more watery, and that's thicker, but a little bit more darker chorus sound, right? It doesn't really sound, they don't sound the same, in my opinion. Yeah, and the Mooer Ensemble King, or Ensemble King, is not a bad pedal. Again, I have the level and the depth at maximum, and it doesn't sound as strong as the boss chorus, but it's a nice imitation, right? So you get what you pay for. That's like $50 or something. And the last one is the Walrus Audio Julia. And again, it doesn't do the watery thing very well. It's rather, it has a very solid signal, but it's dark, I guess. Yeah, I think that's the pedal, maybe even the only pedal that doesn't change your bass tone, but enhances it. Adds a little bit of chorus there, but doesn't change your guitar sound. Or at least not that much as the other ones, right? So it's basically a tough decision, you know. You have the cheapest pedal here, the Mooer Ensemble King. That's like 200 euros, and that's like 200 euros. That's 119. That's 90, I guess. And I can't remember how much this one costs, but they're all great pedals. I wouldn't buy this one just because it's noisy and it boosts your signal. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the sound of the chorus as well, and I wouldn't recommend the Stonefish. But other than that, different touches, different flavors of chorus. So yeah, it's your decision as always. You know, it's your money, your decision. But anyways, I hope you liked this video, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.